Published 1843 EDT, the 4th of September 2017. Updated 1843 EDT, the 4th of September 2017. Gordon Strachan praised Scotland for taking World Cup qualification back into their own hands ahead of next month's showdown with Slovakia. Goals from Christophe Berra and Leigh Griffiths secured a 20 win over Malta, earning the national team the first back-to-back wins in a qualifying doubleheader in 10 years. Victory at home to the Slovaks and then in Slovenia 3 days later would secure second place in Group F and one of 8 coveted playoff berths. Christophe Berra rises highest in the penalty area to head Scotland ahead in the 9th minute in a unique state of affairs. The Tartan Army cheered goals from Dier and Rashford as group leaders. England did Strachan's side a huge favour by beating Slovakia 21 at Wembley. Needing 6 points from the last 2 games to secure second, Strachan said I'm alright with that. When you get to the stage when your fate is in your own hands in a tournament, that's all you can ask. You can look back and say we could have done better there and there, but we've tried to make up for bad performances or low-key performances by doing the best we can. Berra wheels away with arms spread wide to celebrate his early goal to give Scotland the lead. Slovenia crept back into third place on goal difference after a 40 win over Lithuania, but Strachan was satisfied with his own team's work. I was pleased with loads of things. They had the belief when things weren't going well to pick themselves up and go again. They showed that no matter what the belief was elsewhere, they had belief in themselves. We have put ourselves in a position now where we go into the final couple of games still with a chance of getting to the playoffs. Strachan admitted he would have bitten someone's hand off for the current state of affairs after finishing the first 4 games with a mere 4 points. Leigh Griffiths steps into an empty net after the ball ricochets back off the post into his path. He might not have been that nasty, but yeah, I'd have said thanks very much. If you think of that last-minute goal we lost against England, where we could have been, but were still there, insisting he had no idea Slovakia had caused a Hampton scare by taking a 3rd-minute lead over England, Strachan said I didn't know that. Seriously, I didn't even think about it. I heard the roar maybe 30 minutes in and I thought, well, that's them scored, but I didn't know Slovakia had scored first. I think I had enough to worry about at the time, without worrying about anything else. Scorer Griffiths caused an injury scare for Celtic ahead of their opening Champions League game with PSG next Tuesday after limping off with a tight calf. He was a threat, so hopefully he will be fine for the game next week, said Strachan. They have a game on Friday, but next week is the big one for them, with all due respect to Hamilton. The Celtic striker had a quick glance over his shoulder to check he was not offside, with 5 players, 1 yellow card away from a suspension against Slovakia. Strachan was relieved to have no players booked. Captain Scott Brown resisted retaliation despite being spat on. That could have affected them at times, said the manager. I think that affected 1 or 2 tackles when they went in for the ball. They were just making sure they weren't getting involved. They had to play really low tempo. I even asked them not to get excited with the referee or get a yellow card for anything. It had to be a bit more low tempo to make sure the guys got through that, so that's a bonus as well.